So what are we making today? We're going to be making sunflower bread. So we'll just get straight on with the recipe. We want 900 grams of wholemeal flour. Now this is at 20 Celsius temperature, and you want 700 mils water. Now that's also at room temperature. 120 grams of sunflower seeds, 18 grams of salt, 18 grams of wholemeal improver, 28 grams of fresh yeast. Now you can use dried yeast. I will leave the amount in the description. As to most of my recipes, that's your flour. All we need to do is add the dry ingredients in, like that. And also your sunflower seeds. Now once again with the water, all we would do is put our yeast in and just give it a good mix up. And you do the same with dried yeast the same. Don't bother to wait for it to froth up. There's no need. If you're using dried yeast, make sure everything's dissolved in really, really well. And now for your mixing. First, we're going to add in the water. Now add in our dry ingredients. If you're using a 3-speed machine, we want to start off on first speed for 1 minute. Then we're going to knock it up to second speed for 5 minutes. Then check the dough and then continue to mix it then for another 5 minutes. Now with wholemeal, you'll find that it'll suck up the water. So keep an eye on it, because obviously you don't want it to be too dry. In fact, you want it to be on the slacker side of things. So that's about a minute. We'll just check the consistency. Yeah, that's nice and slack like, but that's okay because it's going to suck up all the water that's in there in the flour. So we're going to mix this for 10 minutes now. Right, our dough's ready. So just before you're getting your dough out your machine, just spray it around with a bit of spray oil like this. Fire them up. That helps to get it off the side of the bowl. So our dough's ready. So all we're going to be doing with this now is just chopping it into 2 pieces. Now mould these up into little bits of ball like this. So we're going to rest these for 10 minutes. Basically you're going to prove them up so they're like not double their size, but 10 minutes is plenty long enough for this, okay? Because wholemeal's different to white bread. As you can see, these both tins are supposed to be the same size. That's one I got over Christmas from Sainsbury's. Yeah, that's a £2 tin. And that's my regular baking tin. I think you agree. There is a lot of difference. That's why I always say a certain tin does a certain job. Now today we're going to be doing a test baking this one. I just want to see what that comes out like. And obviously this is going to go as my normal baking loaf. And I have actually pre-greased these round with my prep spray. So now you want some sunflower seeds. This is just to go on the top. I've got them in a little tray here. We've got our 2 tins ready. So let's just get our dough. So what we'll mention, this really could have done a bit more slacker than this, but like I said earlier, the wholemeal will sap up water. So all we need to do with this now is just knock it all back, fold it over like that, and just roll it up. Okay, then like this, just dip the top so your seams on there into the seeds like that, and place it in your tin. Flatten it out, over we go, and just roll it up like that, straight into the seeds and straight into the tin. Push them out a bit. Now it's going to be interesting to see how these two come out, because I'm going to prove this one up the same as this one and we'll go from there. So that's our bread into our prover. Prove them up so they're just up to the top of the tin on this one. I don't know what this one's going to turn out like, and we're going to be proving these for around about half an hour to start with, just to see how it gets on, and then we'll go up to 45 minutes. It's going to be around about that. Normally in a colder temperature they can take up to an hour and a half. We'll see you back in half an hour. I'm looking at them thinking they're going to be around about another 15 minutes. So it's now time to get your oven on. Your oven temperature wants to be about 210 to 220 Celsius. And that's a fan assisted. Our bread's now ready to go into the oven. Now we're going to be baking this for around about 25 to 30 minutes. It can take longer, bear this in mind. And as I said before, your oven temperature is 210 to 220 Celsius. That's our first loaf. Look at that. And there's our other loaf. Don't they look good, folks? So what I can tell from that is absolutely beautiful. And that's that Sainsbury's tin. And it ain't a bad shape, to be honest. It's more like a farmhouse tin, because it's sort of a wider shape, isn't it? Well, there you go, folks. Wasn't that nice and easy recipe? I always like to bring something nice and easy to you guys. Now, let's be fair. I have actually made these up for my shop, because these are actually ordered for tomorrow, because I always get 2 orders for Saturday morning. Now, I would have cut these open for you guys, but unfortunately one little bit of a snag is because they're ordered from a shop, I can't really do that. So there we go, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did so, please subscribe and please share. And don't forget to check out the description, because that is where you'll find your recipe. And we'll see you again very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel. Laters!